So the Vico Office Report Designer, important thing to note there is that it sits directly on top of the Vico Office database. When you want to generate a report with Vico Office, you plot the information that you currently have stored for your project in the database. We use templates to make that a very efficient process. So after you've designed the template or the report that you would like to report costs with or constructability issues, you store that in the Vico project server in the database, and it can be reused for all of your projects. So you define it once, share it with the team, and reuse it for next projects. The functions that we will be using today include conditional formatting, so everything that is on a certain level of your cost plan can be formatted so that it is recognizable. In the example here, we see everything that is on uniform at level 1 is in Arial and then point 16 and in bold. Filtering, so maybe you only want to see the resources in your cost plan or only want to see the material resources. Sorting, I think, speaks for itself. And then images and graphs. The report designer has a huge collection of graphic designs, so visual representation of your data in the report templates is possible. First, a quick introduction to the report designer itself. So when you start the report designer from the Create Reports workflow item in Vico Office, you will be presented with, this screen. The report designer pops up on top of the Vico Office client. And there's a number of areas that I'd like to point out before we start looking at the actual templates. First of all, we have the field list here to the right. That is the set of data types that have been exposed from the Vico Office database to the report designer. So all of the information that's stored for the project is accessible in the report designer. And what you do to include that information in your report is you drag and drop pieces of information from the field list into the report template. And to the left, we have a collection of tools. Those are really the design tools. So you got the standard items like table and lines. Table to align your content so that you can make sure that once it's saved to an Excel spreadsheet, everything is aligned correctly. But also things like a picture box and chart tools. The properties in the bottom right of the screen will show all of the information for the selected element. So if I select a table in the main area, so in the template area, it will show all of the parameters that can be changed, such as the font and the background color, border width, etc., etc. Now, typical report layout. What we see here is what you would typically create if you start a new template from scratch. The top half is for defining the report headers, and we got a report header and then a page header. Report header will be included once per report, and it contains things like standard or general project information, a project image, etc. The page header will be printed on, or will be included on each page. And then at the bottom half, we have the footer band, which can contain things like a page number, date, those kind of things will also be included in each page. Then the main part of the report template is the detail area. So that's the body of the report. And the detail area contains detailed report bands. That's what we see here. And detailed report bands are bound to the data types that we just saw in the field list. So in the example that we see here, we get a detailed report band that's bound to takeoff items, which means that that band goes through the collection of takeoff items that you've created in your project. It creates or it prints a new line for each takeoff item that you have in your project until it reached the end, and that's when it continues either to the next detailed report band that you have in the body of your report template, or it finishes the report.